Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. Today, we're diving into 10 biases your brain uses to lie to you every day. These mental shortcuts might seem harmless, but they actually shape the way you see yourself, other people, and the world around you. And the wild part? Most of the time, you don't even notice it's happening. Number 1. Confirmation bias. This one's probably the most common. Your brain loves to be right, so it filters information in a way that confirms what you already believe. If you think people are out to get you, you'll only notice the rude ones. If you believe you're unlucky, your mind will skip over every small win and zero in on every failure. It's like wearing tinted glasses. Everything you see gets colored by your beliefs. The more it happens, the more convinced you become, even if you're totally wrong. This bias keeps you stuck in your own version of the truth and blocks you from seeing new perspectives. Number 2. Negativity bias. Your brain is wired to pay more attention to bad things than good ones. It's a survival instinct. Back in the day, noticing threats meant staying alive. But in modern life, this bias makes you dwell on insults instead of compliments, mistakes instead of progress, and what's missing instead of what's working. One bad comment on your work can wipe out the motivation built from 10 encouraging ones. It's not that the good stuff isn't happening. It's just that your brain is louder when things go wrong. Number 3. Anchoring bias. Your brain tends to latch onto the first piece of information it gets and uses it as a reference point, even if it's totally random. For example, if someone tells you a shirt used to cost $200, but is now $100, you're more likely to think it's a good deal, even if the shirt isn't worth $50. That anchor tricks your judgment. In your personal life, this might show up as staying in a bad relationship or a draining job just because you've already invested so much time. That first impression or starting point can weigh down your decisions in ways you don't even realize. Number 4. Dunning-Kruger Effect. Sometimes the less you know about something, the more confident you feel. This bias makes people overestimate their skills when they actually know very little. Think about someone who's just started learning about fitness and suddenly believes they're an expert trainer. Meanwhile, real experts often doubt themselves because they understand how complex things really are. Your brain doesn't always have a good handle on your competence, and that can lead to some serious blind spots. Number 5. Sunk cost fallacy. Your brain hates wasting time, money, or energy. So, when you've already invested a lot in something, even if it's clearly not working, you feel pressure to keep going. This is why people stay in failing relationships, hold on to bad investments, or finish books they hate. Deep down, you know it's not serving you anymore, but your brain says, "Don't quit now. You've come too far." The truth is, walking away isn't failure. It's wisdom. Letting go of what's draining you is how you make space for something better. Number 6. Availability heuristic. This bias makes you believe something is more common or more likely just because you can easily think of examples. If you just heard about a plane crash, your brain might overestimate how dangerous flying is. If the news keeps talking about crime, you might feel less safe, even if crime rates are down. Your brain thinks, if I can think of it quickly, it must be important. But what's memorable isn't always what's true. And when you base your choices on emotion instead of reality, you lose touch with what's actually happening. Number 7. Self-serving bias. Your brain wants to protect your self-esteem, so it takes credit when things go right and blames others when they don't. If you ace a test, it's because you're smart. If you fail, it's because the test was unfair. This bias makes it hard to grow because it blocks honest self-reflection. The truth is, everyone messes up sometimes. Owning your mistakes isn't weakness, it's strength. When you stop defending your ego, you give yourself room to actually improve. Number 8. Optimism bias. This one sounds nice on the surface. It's your brain's tendency to believe that the future will be better, especially for you. You think bad things happen to other people, not you. That you'll hit your goals faster than average, that you don't need to worry about risks. While a little optimism can motivate you, too much makes you careless. It's what leads to procrastination, underestimating challenges, and ignoring warning signs. Real progress starts when you combine hope with clear-eyed realism. Number 9. In-group bias. Your brain naturally favors people who are like you. Same background, same beliefs, same values. This bias helped early humans survive by creating trust within tribes. But today, it can turn into judgment, discrimination, and narrow thinking. You might unconsciously favor your team at work, your political party, or your social circle, even when they're wrong. This bias limits empathy and blocks collaboration. The truth is, the more you challenge it, the more you grow. Number 10. Hindsight bias. After something happens, your brain tricks you into thinking you knew it all along. It gives you this false sense of predictability, which makes failure feel even worse. You start beating yourself up with thoughts like, I should have seen this coming. But the reality is, life isn't that clear-cut. You're doing the best you can with the information you have at the time. Hindsight bias makes you judge your past self unfairly. Growth means forgiving that version of you and learning forward. Your brain is an incredible machine, but it's not perfect. These biases are like little mental shortcuts that can twist reality without you even noticing. But once you start seeing them clearly, you get your power back. You stop believing every thought and start questioning what's really true. And that's when change begins. Not by thinking harder, but by thinking differently. Which of these mental biases have you caught yourself doing the most? And which one surprised you the most today? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.